Hello there. Today is happy hour. Yay! Let's play. I've got a few different containers here on my desk that I want to use up. I've got these 3 containers that have just paper scraps in them. So I thought, you know what? I was going to separate them all and put them in my scraps, but I want to play with them. So first is this. I want to play with these and see what else I can come up with. So I've done a couple videos on these, and I've still got these ones left, and those are the binding strips. But I've got all these too, and they're so pretty. Oop, what's that? Oh yeah, and I've got some more of these. All right, and actually that might be pretty in between these. So I want to play with these. So let me get a piece of scrap paper, which I've got right here. Come on. Yep. You like the way I coax it on? I've noticed I do that a lot. But that's okay. Alrighty, so you know what? I'm just going to fold this over. Just take the rest of this off. There. Now I'm going to create on this. Why not? Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's get some glue on here and start gluing these strips on here. And I want to see how far I can go, because I can always trim it down. And I do have quite a few in there, so that's good. All right, so let's go ahead and make a background first. Alrighty, great idea. I guess I should have started down here. It'd be easier. It's easier to start on a straight edge, not a torn edge. All right, there. Now we're going to do this. And this is some really funky, weird paper, but it's so cool. Now, do I want to put this in between it? Why not? Let's use these up too. That's a great idea. All right. Yep, that's a good idea. I've got some pink in here too. May as well mix that in. Orange and pink and orange and pink. So it's a nice cool day here in West Virginia. It's supposed to get up into the mid-60s today. Or later 60s, that would be nice. It's perfect fall weather. Gotta love it. Nice. There. Yep, there's more pink. Good. I think I finally figured out how to not be booted off when a phone call comes in while I'm on my phone or a text message. So we'll see if it works. My daughter helped me figure it out. So actually she figured it out and told me. Here I am taking credit for her. My girl Rachel, she is a smart kid. Yep, she is. Usually I go to one of my grandsons and they can figure stuff out. they like to figure stuff out. Oh, that's even different. All right, that's cool. So this one's a yellow one. So we've got orange, pink, and now yellow. That's pretty. Woohoo. I didn't realize I had 3 colors in there. And we're in a new neighborhood this year, having moved from Connecticut. So, and there's little kids all around us. So that'll be fun to see the trick-or-treaters again. We haven't had trick-or-treaters in Connecticut for probably about 10 years. So it's been a while. So, but now we're back in another neighborhood. So my husband's very excited because he really gets a kick out of seeing the kids in their costumes. So he said, hey, we get to buy candy again this year. Yay. I can only handle it for a little bit. I love to see the costumes, but I don't like the chill of opening and closing the doors. So I usually have to hide upstairs because when I get chilled, then that's just miserable for my body. But I will withstand it for a little bit so I can see at least a few of the kids. And then I'll come upstairs and hide if the weather gets to be too much. Although it's not as damp and humid here as it is in Connecticut, so it might be easier to deal with. That would be nice. This is going to be our first winter here. Oh, that one's cut kind of funny. Maybe I should just fold it up and let it stay like that. That's funny. There, and then another pink piece. And these were bits and pieces that somebody sent to me. They had added these in their package when they sent it off to me, and I was thrilled because this is so cool. It's kind of like a mulberry type paper. It's really neat, and the topping on it reminds me of the old Lemires. I've still got some of those in one of my boxes. And they're really nice paints, but that's what the paint on these remind me of, is the Lemires, because it gives it kind of like a, I don't know, kind of like a Mod Podge type of coating to it, I guess you could call it. Very similar to Mod Podge, but a little bit more plasticky. So it makes it nice and sturdy. It's always fun to just sit here and just play and just do whatever. And that way I can do what I'm doing and you can do what you're doing, and we can just play and have fun together. This is a pretty paper. I definitely like the finished result here. Yes, I do. That's pretty. Nice, nice, nice. Alrighty, let's put these back in here. That is nice. So I might get 3 cards out of this. That would be awesome. Yipper skipper. Let's see. So we need it 4 inches wide. I think we just might make it. Turn it off there. Trim it on the bottom. Voila, nice. Okay, and I can see that needs to be glued down a little bit better. Oh, that's actually coming apart. Okay. Aha, that's funny. Now it looks kind of like brown paper bag in between. Huh. Well, that's weird. Or plastic. Maybe it was a plastic grocery bag. Huh. All right, that's cool looking. All right, so we've got that piece done. Let's cut this one up. We'll do this one first and make this edge nice and straight. There. Then we'll cut this bottom off. Make that nice and straight. And then trim this off evenly. All right, so now we need it out to 4 inches again. That's fine, and that's 5 inches. That's perfect. All right, so there, we can get 3 cards out of that. That'll be nice. So let me go ahead and dump this in the garbage. Perfect. All right, so we've got 3 nice backgrounds. I like those. Very pretty. All right, so let's make a couple cards. Let's see, I've got cards here. Yes, I do. Did I use up all those white ones? I just may have. Are these cards or envelopes? Oh, those are square ones. Okay. All right, I'll have to do those another time. All right. Oh, they're right in front of me. Oh my goodness, for heaven's sakes, Barbara. All righty. So now I can glue that down, and that sounded like it flapped. Yep, it did. Oh, that's funny. Alrighty. Didn't quite get enough glue on there. Or I waited too long between. That could be too. All right, there. Alrighty. Now, let's get some glue on the back here. Voila! There's going to be gorgeous colors for a card. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, get that a nice little back rub. That's pretty. All right, we need 2 more. So let's do this one. I'm trying to line it up so it's even on all 3 sides. There, and then we'll turn it over, give it a nice little back rub. There we go. Then we need 1 more card. That's funny, I'm looking right. I have a whole stack of these cards right in the very front of that box, and I'm looking further back in the box for them. Guess it's going to be one of those silly days. Good thing I don't have much planned for today. Just playing in my room here. Yep. It's always fun to have craft day and just sit in my room and play. There. Alrighty. Those are nice. So now we've got 3 cards. So now we just need to put something on the front. So let's pull out a bag. Let's see. We've got pink, pink, pink. We've got orange. And we've got yellow. Pink, orange, and yellow. Let's see. How about, which one's the fabulous? It looks like pink is. So let's see what we've got in here that's pink. All right. And I'm seeing something right up in the front. What's that? Ooh, that's pretty. That doesn't really match though, but I see a pink butterfly. That'll match. All righty. And what else do we have in here? Ooh-wee, we've got that. We've got that. That'll be pretty. I like that. There's some little gems I threw in there. A pair of gloves. Oops, some flower die cuts. Little bit there. What's this? Oh, a bookmark. Oh, and a couple more gems. What else is in here? Ooh, here we go. We've got some of these. Those are pretty. They don't really match though, do they? I like the way that one matches. I don't like the way that matches. Okay, because it's too warm. That's a warm pink versus the other ones. That's a warm pink. How about, what else? Oh, there's a little heart there. What else is in here? Let's see. Oops, and there's a pink heart. That's pretty. Ooh, that matches. Wowza. That does. I like the way that matches. These would match. That matches with that. And that pulls out. I like that together. That's cute. That just needs a third element though. Nope, that's getting too crazy. All right, but we could put these ones together. I like that together. All right, I'm liking that one. What else is in here? Pull out another pinchful. See what else we've got. We've got a lot of stuff here. Pink. Oh, that would match. Yeah. All right, so that might be a good idea for that. We've got that pink. That's too big though, I think. We put that on the inside. This could go on the inside of two of them also if I cut that in half. Oh, that's so pretty. Does that go that way? Yep, I think so. I think I like that better. That's pretty. Oh, pink trucks. With love, that would match. Another pink heart. These are really pretty. A little sheepy. That's so adorable. Got a whole handful of stuff in here. That's nice. Maybe. Ooh. That would match. That would match. All right, I've got quite a few things out here. Let's see if we can put some of this back away now. And we'll see how this goes. All right, let me move this over there. So first, let's move that stuff out of the way. Let's deal with this one. I liked these two together. And I'm wondering about adding a piece of that. That's actually kind of cute. I do like that together. And that does give it 3 elements. I'm not loving it, but I like it. That's okay. Or do I want to take this off and do this butterfly? No, that's too much. I guess I do like that better than this. Okay. All right, and this could go on the inside. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we need to cut this off. Right there. Okay, and let's get some glue on these, and then we can turn it over. Whoop, that's really being funky. Okay, that way. All right, that's better. All right, let's get some glue on these. There. And then, oh, come on, don't twist all around. Alrighty. Okay, I think we got it all. The glue on that side, yes. All right, good. Good golly molly. All right, and that one, press those two down, and then we can go ahead and do these ones. All right, that's pretty. I like that. All right, now these I think need to be 3D'd up. This one especially. This one we could leave down. So let's go ahead and do that one. Got that lump of glue on there. Lumpy, lumpy, bumpy. And I'll have to add this video on how to put this heart pocket together. Or this, yeah, this heart pocket, this circle pocket. That's cute. And then if we 3D that, that'll be nice. All right, 3D ups. I know I've got some more here. Yes, I do, right there. Voila. Perfect. There, I like that. That's nice. All right, one down. Oh yeah, I wanted to glue this on the inside to match that up. Because when I've got these little things, I like to do that. Just add them on the inside, why not? All right, that's nice. And that's flipping up so it's not glued down. So it needs more glue. We definitely don't want it falling off. That one, nope, that's stuck, and that's stuck. That's funny, the two outer ones were stuck down good. Alrighty, so that one's done. I'm pleased with that. All right, next is this one. And this one, first I was looking at the hearts, but now I'm wondering, do I want that one, and this one, and this one? Nope, I like the white one better. I do like those together. That's pretty. So let's do that. And then this one is a sticker. There, nice. Alrighty. That's pretty together. Alrighty, so then do I want that on there? That's kind of cute. I could do that. Why not? Let's go for it. Okay, I did put them back. Voila. Nope. Get back on there. All right, turn that over, give that a little back rub. That's nice. And then this one matches, but it doesn't. So if I put it on the inside, that'll look really nice. And I think I'm just going to put it right up there. Why not? And then I will have used quite a few things for my bag. All right, there. I like that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so then this one, let's see, and I was looking at, that one's coming up. So I'm looking at this flower. That's really pretty. Or I could do this butterfly. That really matches. I think I have to do the butterfly. That's just gorgeous together. And that's from Sarah Schlegel. Thank you again, Sarah. I've been really enjoying playing with these butterflies. They're just gorgeous. And I think I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. And then I'm going to put some 3Ds on this side. So that way one side is up. It gives it a neat look to raise up half of it. Alrighty, here it goes. Let's put this right up against the edge. Nope, and a little bit. Okay, there. And then press that down. Voila. And we can turn that over, give that a good little rub. That's really pretty. I like that together. All right, now for the inside, I did pull this piece out. And I guess I could do the whole thing up here. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That matches so nicely. Let's do that. Oh, that's part of a catalog. Aha. Cut that little piece out because it's so pretty. Voila. Oh, that is really nice. All right. So now I think we need some dots coming down. And I had a piece of black in here. Where did that go? Right here. And I've got a couple black dots here. So let's use those up. Perfect. Then that can go away. Alrighty, and we can glue these on. I better do 3 and then add more if I need more. Good idea. That's pretty. I like that. And then maybe two or 3 up there. That would be pretty. Maybe just 2 up in that corner. Yep, that does it. That's pretty. And look at that'll match on the inside. Oh, I already did that one. All right. So we don't need that for the inside. That's okay. I like that. Very nice. Woohoo. Alrighty, so we've made 3 cards. Where'd that little sippy bag go? Oops, I put it back over there. Got 1 little black dot left. Yep. So we made this one and this one and this one. This one still feels like it needs something else. These ones feel like they're done. So that's good. This one feels like it needs maybe stitching to go around. That's an idea. Let's see. A gold. Let's see if we can match that up. Nope, that one. Or nope, that one. 423. That's 325. That's this one. So I need 423. Alrighty. 423 right here. Alrighty, so let's do this. And we will draw the stitching going around. Or dots. I'll just do dots. Why not? Yep, that looks good. I like that, just like that. All right. Nice. All righty. I think that looks better now. So we are done. So now let's do something else. All right, so we can put this pink stuff away. And then we can find something else to make. Let me see. That is a lot of pink stuff, isn't it? Okay, so let's see. What else do we need here? We need to make something with, whoops, left that out, put that back. Voila. All right, what else do we have in here? We've got more of those strips. Oops, we've got that green strip. That's kind of pretty. Green and white, that's pretty together. And that's pretty with it. I've got a few pieces of this. Those are all kind of funky shapes. Alrighty, so let me look at this stuff and see. That one's not the same paper. This is, though. That's pretty. I like that. Let's do that. But I don't like to use this for the back side. I like to use just the front. So I can glue this right on the front of a white card. And that doesn't bother me. It's when I get to the, I don't know, it bothers me to do that. To fold that colored cardstock over. 5 1/4. Oh, it was supposed to be 5 1/2, huh? Oh, well, okay. That's okay. Let's cut this down to 5 by 4. 5 by 4. That'll work. There we go. Ta-da. All right, we're going to do that, and then we can add these on there. That'll be nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's do that. I know I'm making more scraps for myself, but it just kills me to waste that pretty colored paper. Somebody sent this pretty card to me. And this is my favorite color, green. I just love it. So now I'll have 2 pieces of it instead of just 1. All right, that's nice. Good. And see, and then that gives it a nice little border going around, and that's nice. All right, so I like that. All right, now we've got these, so we can put these on here. Yep, yep, yep. Alrighty. Let's glue those down. All right. Voila. Then we can go ahead and burnish these down so that way they'll stay on there better. And they actually go with the fold of the card, which is nice. And then I can trim that little blip off. Blip. Blip. There. That looks pretty cool. I like that. All right. So now, and it all started with this piece that I pulled out. And I'm not even using that. But that's okay. No problem. I've got this, and that's pretty. All righty. So now, let's pull out green or black. I think black would be really cool on that. Let's pull out black or brown. No, black. Let's see what we have in the black bag. These we can put on the inside. All right, we've got black stuff here. That is so pretty. Maybe we could put that on the inside. That might be pretty. Oh, we've got some silverware. We've got, that does not match. Oh, we've got a kitty. That kitty is so cute. Oh my goodness. That's adorable. Yep, that came from one of my friends, Pam. Aw. Ooh, we've got this tag too. That's pretty. We've got this tag, but that won't really match. I don't like that one. I like this cat so far. I don't think I like this. We've got boots. Boots would be cool. We've got some string. We've got some cigar wrappers. We've got a gnome. Could fussy cut the gnome out. That would be funny. And then that and a cigar wrapper. Let's see what that looks like. That might be fun. Great smoke. Ooh, that one looks better with this one. Okay. Alrighty, that's going to be it then. So let's try cutting these out and we'll see how they look. Oh, that came off of somebody's envelope. The detail in his face is really cool. That's funny, he looks like he's wearing a dunce cap. Are you old enough to know what that is? A dunce cap? You'll have to let me know. That is cute together. I like that. Just like that. Aha. Hey, Mikey, she likes it. All right, let's do that. That's rather cute. We could actually do a piece of that down there. I do kind of like something there, but I'm not sure about that. All right, maybe if I 3D these up and put these down. Let's go ahead and put that down because I definitely want these two on there. That is so fun. see what else is in here. What are these? Maybe it's the boots that I don't like. We shall see. Oop, we've got an itty bitty butterfly. Mr. and Mrs. Elevator farts. That's funny. We could do elevator farts. I can't wait to wrap my arms around you. Wonderful. That actually matches. That's funny. Wonderful elevator farts. You are in my thoughts, elevator farts. That's hysterical. Smile. We could do smile and elevator farts. That's funnier. I like that together. Okay. Never give up. Oh, squeeze me. Squeeze me with that's funny. That is hilarious. Oh, we have to do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. All righty, we're going to do smile. There goes smile. And then we're going to do squeeze me. Squeeze me. And then we're going to do elevator farts. I don't know where that came from, but that's hilarious. That is funny. Elevator farts. How funny is that? All right. There. Oh, and there's another one of those butterflies. I wonder if I should add those both on. Why not? They're just going to get lost if I don't use them. So I may as well put them on. Oh, there's another one. Any more? Well, holy moly, this is working perfectly. And these are a lot of words in here. These I printed off from my little sticker machine. All right, so these are all just words. That's neat. All right. Yep, definitely better than the boots. I mean, come on, right? A choice between elevator farts or a pair of boots. Unless you had a snake for the boots. Then that would be okay. That would be fun too. Alrighty, that's fun. All right, let's get these little guys on there. And oh, that's double-sided, okay. And then we could put these on the, whoops, nope, I want to put this on the inside. Yep, we can do that. Perfect. Maybe we could do one of those butterflies on the inside too. That would be pretty. Here, let's see where we're going to put them out here first. Right there, and then maybe one right here. That's cute. Nope, I think we need the other one right there. There we go. All righty, we've got that down. Not too shabby. Okay, I like that. We made an elevator fart card. I know where that came from too. From the dividers in the grocery store between the cards. One of the ladies that was there putting out cards, and I asked her, "Could I have all your dividers? Are you going to throw those away?" And she said, "Sure, you can have them." So she gave me a whole stack of them, and that's where it came from. So that's funny. All right, we made an elevator fart card. Do we want a bow on there? Wonder what that would look like. Good question. do. All right. Does it need an elevator fart bow on there? I'm enjoying saying elevator fart, aren't I? That's kind of cute. Why not? We can add that on there. Let's do that. I think I like it right there. Alrighty dighty. Voila. There. That's nice. Okay. Very good. So we made a couple cards. That's neat. So let me check the time and make sure. Ooh, we're at 46 minutes. We should have enough to at least make one more card. So let's do that. All right. Let's see what else we've got. That can go back in my box over here. And let's see what else is in here. What else? Oh, yeah, and I still have that, which that's really pretty. I do like that. And I do like it with this. So maybe we can do something with these and that. Let's see. How about... That's pretty together. That's an envelope. How about another card? Alrighty. And I'm thinking maybe an off-white front. And I've got plenty of those because I have recently cut up a bunch of folders left over from my years of teaching. Yep. Alrighty, so that'll be perfect. Nice. Alrighty, let's do that. And do I want to run it through? Yeah, let's run it through the polka dots. Why not? That'll help straighten this one out. That's a good idea. Do. Perfect. Alrighty, then we can glue this down. I'm not going to glue it down just yet. I think instead what I'm going to do is maybe I'll just put this on the corner and cut it off. Oh, that would be pretty. Let's do that. Because there's just enough to put down on this corner. Yep. There. And then that'll be pretty. All right. So let's trim that off. Come on, get over there. There. Wipe those off. Don't want those getting all yucky. All right, so that's pretty. All right, give that a nice little rub. That's pretty. Do I want it there or there? Maybe up on the top. Nope, I want it on the bottom. Leave it on the bottom. Just 2 little strips. How do you like that? Another way to use up some strips. That's pretty. Oh, yes. I like that. That is sharp. Okay. Alrighty, then on the inside we can put this piece, or we could do these corners. You know what? Let's do these green corners first. Since they're really glued up, and I may as well use them. Because that is my favorite color, green, that sage green. I love it, or olive green. That is really pretty. And then we can put this bit there, and these two we can throw away. All right, that's nice. I like it, like it, like it. Ta-da! Nice. All right, turn that over, give that a nice little back rub. There. That came out pretty. So now we've got another neat looking card. So now we need something for on here. So we want something, I'm thinking maybe something else black on here or brown. Let's pull out the brown and see what's in the brown bag. Because these are nice warm colors, warm tones. So let's see if we can find something brown to stick on here. Let's see. Oh, that is so pretty. That is adorable. Let's put that on there. There's two different ones. Somebody pulled this off of something and sent these to me, and I can definitely see why she pulled them off, because they are really pretty. That's gorgeous. Do I want that one or the hugging? Oh, I like the hugging one better. That is so cute. Okay, let's put this in the back so it doesn't stick to anything, and I'll stick it to the back of the bag here. There. All right. Now this needs to go on something, so let's put this on a piece of this. That'll work. Can I get that little bit off? Yep. Alrighty. So let's do that. That is really pretty. That little baby. And that blouse this woman's wearing is gorgeous. I love the old-time blouses. All those fluffy, frilly. Oh, they're just so pretty. Do it this way. Voila, that's perfect. All right, now if I put this through the folder, let's see what that would look like. Ha-ha. That might be fun too. Oh yes, that is really cute. I like that. That's neat, and I can 3D this on there. That'll be pretty. All right, let's do that. Voila, voila, voila. All right, there. That is really gorgeous. And I had another piece of that. Where'd that fiber go? I know I've got another piece of that fiber in here somewhere. Where did I throw it? Did I throw it in here? Nope. Nope. Where did I put it? Did I put it under here? Nope, I didn't. Huh. I had one little piece left. Whoops. All right. Nope, I didn't. Did I put it in that drawer? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Huh. my cat took off with it. I'm not seeing it. I had this gorgeous piece of fiber laying on my desk somewhere. I thought it was in there, but I remember I didn't use that last piece. But that's okay. I'll just use this on here. That is really pretty. Isn't that pretty? I like that. Very nice. Not too shabby. All right. And this says place stamp here. I wonder if I should leave that or put something else there. Do I have anything little small that would fit there? Paper. Nope, but I have Handmade with Love. That would match. I like that. That's cute. And Janelle Spellbrink sent these to me. I'm still using them. I love them. Oh, yes. I've got this little bit. Is that going to take away? Yeah, that takes away. That looks good. All right. These are the right color tones for this, that's for sure. All right, I'm thinking maybe that's okay. I like it better without. All right, let's just leave it. That's pretty. And then these little flowers can go on something else. Yep, yep, yep. All righty-dighty. Well, that was fun. All right, so now let me get this stuff put away, and then we'll lay the cards out, and you can see them. Put all this stuff away where the other ones go right there. And this with my elastic. All of the little snaps have broken on my scissors. Yep, yep, yep. But whatever, I guess that just happens. They break. Life happens. All right, so let's move this out of the way and let's line these cards up. But first I'll show them to you. So here's this one. Isn't that precious? That's just so cute. Oh, and the inside. And then we've got the elevator farts. So there's that one. And then there's this one. And there's this one. And there's this one. Alrighty, so do you have a favorite? I think my favorite is this one, because that style I really do like. That's just such a cool look. I really do like that. So if you've got a favorite, let me know in the comments. That's always fun to hear. And I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you were able to relax and just get some stuff done and either just sit and listen to me yap away or make something on your own. If you made something that you'd like to share, go ahead and share it in the group. The Facebook page group is listed in the description of this video. So, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.